The cursed lightning storm rains down throughout Lupus. Some say it's the wrath of the gods, but it's actually Cerberus's tears. She cries because the loneliness is too much for her to bear. "I'm right here, big sis. I want to see you." Then it happened. The cursed thunderstorm suddenly vanished. That's never happened before. Come to think of it, I've heard of a group that's going around lifting curses. If I ask them, maybe they can save Cerberus. They might be scary, but I told myself I wouldn't run away anymore. So I made up my mind to search for them. Master was such a kind person. He not only travels the world lifting the curse, but he also said he'd help save Cerberus. She waits on the summit, concealed inside the cursed lightning storm. It's dangerous to go by myself, so I'm lucky to have Master's help. But I can't just keep relying on other people. I gotta get stronger, so I can at least protect Cerberus. After all, the reason she went berserk was because of me. I hear the sounds of footsteps in the soil. Red eyes float in the darkness. The night was dark, and Cerberus clung to me tightly. But I couldn't protect her. I knew I had to run, but all my legs could do was tremble. The creature saw me frozen with fear and laughed. With a howl, they plunged towards us. Sharp claws pinned me down, and filthy fangs tear at my neck. Then it happened. Big sis! No! Her scream was joined by the sudden downpour of lightning. That's my last memory with Cerberus. When I woke up, I was alone at the bottom of a cliff, and the cursed lightning was blanketing the land. Master said the reason our powers go berserk is because we lose control of our feelings. The powers of a witch come from within. Terror and despair cause Cerberus to transform into a witch of Khalifa. It's all my fault. If only I had courage back then. If only I'd been able to protect her. That's why I decided, no matter what happens, I won't cry anymore. I'll get stronger, so she won't ever get sad again. I feel determination burning in my heart, and I look up towards the mystical mountain. She's there, waiting inside the violent lightning storm. Wait for me. Big sis is gonna save you. Cerberus was crying alone inside the mountain shrine. Lightning was violently striking everything around her, as if it were barricading her heart. Once a witch of Khalifa goes berserk, no one can reach them. But lucky for us, Master's staff can. Cerberus! Big sis is here. It's okay now. When I called out to calm her down, the lightning weakened, and she looked at me in surprise. Tears start to well up in her eyes. Thank goodness, she's back to normal. But as I stood there relieved, her face started to twist in anguish. "You're lying! Big sis isn't here! She can't be! Because I killed her!" She let out a heartbreaking scream, and the lightning enveloped her. Once more. In the center of the violent lightning, Cerberus was there, weeping. What am I doing? Didn't I say I'd get stronger so that I could save her? She's crying right before my eyes, calling out to me the entire time. Big sis! Big sis! If I don't save her now, when will I? I run towards her with all my might, only to be struck by a lightning bolt. The electricity flows throughout my body, cutting deep into my soul. I desperately grit my teeth to stop myself from screaming. This doesn't hurt at all. This is nothing compared to the pain she's in. I stand up, and another lightning bolt strikes me down. My mangled body is engulfed in flames, burning and crippling my legs. The lightning attacks me relentlessly, tearing through me with each strike. But I get back up. I can't bear to see her cry anymore. The lightning rained down on me as I reached Cerberus. She was trembling, so I embraced her as gently as I could. It's okay. You don't have to be scared anymore. Now, let's go home. Light starts to peek through the thunderclouds. I see the color of her eyes return to normal, and I felt myself quietly drift away. When I opened my eyes, I was on a bed. Cerberus sees me wake up and hugs me, with tears running down her face. She won't stop apologizing, so I gently stroked her small face. I'm the one who's sorry. I came so late to save you, and I'm so glad that you're safe. And then we sat there for hours, chatting about everything and nothing. After all, we have tons of catching up to do. We need to make up for all the time we spent apart. Huh? You want to hear more about Master Cerberus? You like him that much, huh? We don't have to rush, you know. We're gonna be together forever, right? Now then, for my next story, I think I'll talk about the time I met Master.